Yeah, yeah. Okay, thank you. So very good morning, all of you. Mm, ve- Yeah, myself Ratish from Vijaya Teachers College, I'm Edington. So let's start with the class. Yeah, in the last class we had discussed some of the few concepts of the curriculum, like meaning and characteristics of curriculum. Yeah, see that you mute your audio whenever I ask you question. That time only you unmute. See that you mute your audio. Yeah. So in last class we discussed some meaning and characteristics of curriculum. This class I'm going to take one new concept which is also a kind of curriculum. So let's see what it is actually. So I will be giving you situations. You try to observe them and you will have to answer to me. So here we go. Yes. Yeah, I can hear some background voice. Please mute it. Yeah, as everyone joined, how many still pending, Roshan? Okay. Yeah. See, kindly observe this. There are two situations in front of you. The situation number one, situation number two. Three members are there trying to watch football match. So out of these two, tell me which is equality and which is equity. I repeat. Okay. Okay. Second one is equity. Okay. Very good. Okay. So now in the equity, extra chair or extra stool is required for a person so that he can properly see the match. The boy who is with in a red t-shirt in the right side equity needs actually one more stool or a chair so that he can see the match properly. So he is the person who actually requires a resource, requires a chair. So what do you think? So as you have said, can you tell me the definition of equality? Can anyone tell me like a proper definition of equality? What do you mean by equality? Mhm. Yes. And equity? Okay. As per the requirement. So in this case, the boy which is in right side equity, he actually requires stool or a chair. So if I had to provide a stool or a chair to that same boy, let us say, but according seeing from the Indian perspective, Indian scenario, who will actually get the stool? Do you think so? What is your opinion about this? Actually, stool that equity person should get, the boy which is in my right hand side, your right hand side, in red t-shirt, he should get. But according to, is it happens like this or how is it taking, speaking from the Indian scenario? What do you think? Yes, you are free to answer now. Yes, did you get my question? Seeing from the, yeah. So tell me. Yeah, now equality and equity is there, and as the definition of equality says, we in India we follow that equality principle. So that definition equal opportunities to all. So the stool or a chair everyone will get, but because of the lack of resources, some poor people or maybe those who actually need it, who comes under equity, may not get that chair. Some other rich people may get that chair who already have the enough resources. Why they need extra? Yeah, why they need extra chair? But they will get the chair, and because of those limited resources, the person with equity may not get the chair. So here, according to you, what has to be done? Which is better according to you? Think. This is your question. According to you, which is better, helping those who are really in need or helping those who already have required resources? Yes, yeah, help. Yeah, so you mean to say inequity, right? Yeah. So don't you think so? Our Indian system should change first. Yeah. Don't you think government policies or implementation schemes should change so that poor get the benefit, not only the rich people or who already who have resources. Yes. Yes. So this is one example, one situation too. Coming to the next example, considering the present scenario where we are now, that is lockdown. Just imagine pre-lockdown and now during the lockdown. What were your experiences pre-lockdown? What did you experience during pre-lockdown? More freedom. Okay. Yes. Now some restrictions are there. Yeah. Yes. Tell me. Easy life means before or now? Which is easy life? Before lockdown, easy life. Okay. You say. Anyone else want to share the experience? Pressure of work. Okay. What was your attitude during the pre-lockdown? How you were? Just imagine, just recall the situation. You were very active. That means now you are not active. Okay. Okay. So what were your observations during pre-lockdown? In this picture, what you can see? What you can see in this picture? What were your observations during pre-lockdown? And what were your observations during this lockdown? What could? Now also you are in the rule of government only restrictions on. Okay. Hmm. So before you had seen lot of traffic jam, now you are seeing empty roads. Now you will see some of the cattle, so some of the few rare animals coming walking on the road. Some rare birds you can see early morning if you have observed. So this your attitude has changed. And what about the hygiene? As you have told about social distancing, what are the hygiene, what were before, what is now, what is that extra protection you are taking now which you were not taking before. Okay, you mean to say air is getting purified, okay. Before, okay. Social distancing, okay. But what is your hygienic role? Oh, okay. So what are the protection you are taking from your side? So quite, yeah. As, okay. Yeah. So you mean to say you are taking extra protection. So your values which were before in the pre-lockdown period has changed in this during the lockdown period. If you have seen about the yeah, the famous flyover, Electronic City flyover, the big flyover. Early morning, if you cross by that area, you will see a lot of this air pollution because of vehicles. So much of dust. It's very difficult to walk in that area just like that without mask or something. The it was so pollution. Now you see the situation there. No vehicles, so there is reduced air pollution. And speaking about our values, like many things were banned, like people who used to spit on the roads, who had that bad value of spitting on the road. Maybe now it has reduced. Now they are not nodding. Maybe few people are still doing, can't say, but it has reduced. And also about your hygiene, the diet you are taking, the food, nutritious diet. Before what you used to do? Just recall the situation during the pre-call. What were your values? When you used to go outside with your friends or family, just imagine the situation. Maybe on the roadside you were eating pani puri. You were still inhaling that polluted air without the mask. Because of growth of urbanization industries, pollution is possible. As you have told, we fall less sick now as compared to before. That also someone has told. Yes. So the hygienic value, the value, our attitude has changed, our values has changed. So how do you think so we had developed that values? Are you getting my question? How do you think so the earlier values you had, like eating food from outside, like eating pani puri, junk food. So suddenly our value has changed. So who do you think so had developed those values in ourselves? Like taking less protection, like we never used to wash hands for such a long time before. Maybe some used to do, but not all. Most of them used to depend on the outside food. Yeah, it's possible. Any function is there, festival is there, or anything. When we go out with a family or friends, it's possible that you eat from hotel or some outside food. So those values have changed now as compared to that situation. So who do you think so had imparted those values in ourselves? Was it your own attitude or someone else? Yes. Okay, some societal influential factors. Okay. Sometimes if you don't want to eat pani puri, sometimes your friends force you to eat pani puri. You might have experienced that. So those are the values taken from someone else, learned by observing someone. You see someone eating pani puri, you also start eating. So the already learned values, it is our duty now at this time to reconstruct that value. The constructed values are nothing but we had developed that bad habit. Like pre-lockdown, suppose I was eating pani puri. Now I stopped eating pani puri. I am taking a good diet, good hygienic diet with good nutrition, good vitamins, good minerals. I'm taking a good diet as compared to before. So I have reconstructed my values, I have redesigned, I have modified my values, and I am adjusted to this lockdown situation during the lockdown situation. So we don't know what will is going to happen post lockdown. Maybe because of some of the values may be reconstructed. People who were much involved in constructional activities, people who were much involved in deforestation activities may transform their values. They may adopt those afforestation techniques like growing of trees instead of cutting of trees. Maybe there will be less constructional activities going in the city. Maybe we may take extra protection, like we may stop eating food from outside, we may develop that attitude of having food from home only, hygienic diet. So like this we reconstruct our values. Now during this lockdown situation you have stopped eating all those junk food, so that is reconstruction of values in you. So we have replaced that constructional values with the reconstructional values. So society has taught us so many things. So in this today's class, we are going to discuss another form of curriculum, another kind of curriculum, which is nothing but social reconstructivist curriculum, Unit 2. I repeat, social reconstructivist curriculum. So in this we are going to discuss meaning, the characteristics, and what is the teacher's role in developing this social reconstructivist curriculum among the students. Let us see the meaning of it. Coming to the meaning of it. So according to social constructionism, this social reconstructivist word, as I mentioned, social reconstructivist curriculum, this social constructionism, it came from a philosophy of this social constructionism, which is nothing but a sociological theory of knowledge, according to which human development is socially situated and knowledge is constructed through interaction with others. So in this, the values are developed by interaction with others. The new knowledge is developed by communicating with others, or someone else. Your parents have taught you some kind of values. These are already learned values, or some values are transferred from one friend to another, let us say, one generation to another, let us say. And some values are adapted. Some values you only learned by observing yourself, by observing others. Some values you learn through your different learning experiences. So this is the basic meaning of social constructionism, which we already have the values. And what is reconstructionism? That is nothing but to modify your values, to redesign your values, to reshape your values. Reshaping means the already known values. Already you have values that you replace with some of the new values. You modify your values. Like during the pre-lockdown, you were eating junk food, and now you are not eating junk food. This is your modified value. So you have replaced that constructionism with reconstructionism based on different social perspectives. Yeah. Going to the actual definition, the social reconstructionism. The curriculum we follow is social reconstructivist, which came from this word. Like social reconstructionism is nothing but a philosophy that emphasizes the addressing of social questions to as to create a better society and worldwide democracy. So already some of the bad values we may have in ourselves. So how am I going to change that value? How I'm going to replace those values or remodify those values so that it can develop a positive impact on the society and worldwide democracy. So that that value, the other people also should observe you and learn those values. They should carry forward those values. Social reconstructivist curriculum education was based on the theory that society can be reconstructed through complete control of education. So education is given more important. If a child wants to learn something, he should be taught from the starting point onwards. And it's not only the teacher who is responsible for it. It is also the parents. It's a Parents also has a huge role in inculcating those moral values among the students. And then comes the teachers. The first learning starts from the home, the culture that you follow, the culture that child follow. Child learn through observation also, observing their parents. Then after entering the classroom, it's a teacher's role to inculcate those values through different strategies, techniques, organizing different seminars or orientation programs for them. It's a duty of a teacher. So before going to constructionist belief, can you just tell me what could be the definition in your own words of social reconstructivist curriculum or social reconstructionism, a philosophy? What do you mean by social reconstructionism? Yes, can anyone tell me? What do you mean by okay, okay. Well, so social reconstructionism means already you are just reshaping your values. See, the meeting may get over in another 10 minutes. In case if you all are logged out, you have to re-log in again. You have to rejoin it again. See that you rejoined with the same ID and password. Okay. So according to the reconstructionist belief, curriculum should focus on student experiences, the learning experiences that created by a student. Inquiry, dialogue, and multiple perspectives. The learning experience, sorry, that created by the teacher. So anything taught by a teacher should develop that learning experiences in them. Inquiry, dialogue, multiple perspectives, and community-based learning. Now, what do you mean by community-based learning? Have you heard about CLC camp, which is nothing but community living camp? Have you heard about it? Yeah, what do you tell me? What do you mean by community living camp? Yeah, yeah, very good. So you are participating with the community, different NGO has an important role. You try to understand their culture. You may go to some rural area, stay there. Your teacher may take few students to the rural area and engage them in some kind of activities like role play activities there so that they can get some of the learning experience through this community living camp. It's nothing but experiential learning. This is nothing but community based learning. And the system, as I have said, must be changed to overcome oppression and improve human conditions. Like, or else the poor will be poor, rich will become more richer. Poor may become more poorer because everyone won't get that adequate supply of resources. So for that system has to be changed. These are some of the beliefs. So how do you think a student will be benefited from this kind of curriculum? Yeah, very good. Hmm. Yeah, very good. You should keep relation with the society. Yeah. Yes, tell me. Very good. Yeah. Hmm. Yeah. So what actually makes students to do all this? Like you have told, problem solving, activity participation, maintaining that contact with the society. So what should be developed in among the students actually? Social qualities, and how those social qualities will come in students? Very good value. If they are taught with right values, they will get the right this thing, right knowledge, and that right knowledge they will be able to apply. Like they will create those various learning experiences. They will involve in society. It will develop active participation. So are these concepts clear? So far we have just introduced the topic and we have studied about the meaning of social reconstructivist curriculum and what is constructionism and what is reconstructionism. So are this topic cleared or any doubts so far? Any doubts so far? Okay. So let us move to the next. So one important step in developing a philosophy of education is to understand various alternatives that others have developed over the years. So in case if our Indian education system wants to compare with the Finland education system, which is the best education system, so the human values should be changed first. Then only we can compare. The first change you should bring it at your home. The values has to be inculcated at home to every child. Then the next step is taking those same value towards the society in the classroom so that it creates a learning experiences for others also. People or few students or children learn through observation also. So first basic education should start at home followed by school and then it should go to the society. So today we live in a pragmatist world. So our education system follows the pragmatism, the philosophy pragmatism principle, where students are involved in project-based learning, experimentation. So along with that, you will get extra knowledge, lot of knowledge from that. But if you don't have values, everything will go for waste. So that every school, it's an duty of every school teacher to develop, inculcate that moral values among the students, the social values among the students, those aesthetic values among the students. So this was about it. Coming to the characteristics, coming to the characteristics. So first, can you list what could be the characteristics actually before let me ask you? Can you list some of the characteristics? You have understood now what is social reconstructivist curriculum. Now can you tell me what could be the possible characteristics? Yes, tell me, come on. Yeah, it has to be according to the societal needs. It has to change according to society. Okay, something different. Okay, it should be. It means in what way continuous process? Can you elaborate it? Yeah. In what way? Yeah. Yeah. According to time, it will get changed, but it depends on the as only the value comes into the picture. If you have a good and right value, that stability will maintain. Okay, some different characteristics. Yes, very good. It should help student to adapt to the society. Those moral values, social values has to be taught, inculcated among students. Very good. Yeah. So let's discuss about the characteristics. First is community involvement. Second is representing the social situations, like giving a brief idea about what are the social situations. Discussions of moral dilemmas, some of the moral principles, moral ethics, moral values. Fourth, reconstructionist classroom. Then reconstructivist design, active participation, then curriculum reformation. So this fourth one is reconstructionist classroom is based on one principle, and the point is further stated in the fifth point, that is reconstructivist design, which design actually the reconstructivist actually expects every teacher to do. So let's discuss. So let me ask you, what do you mean by community involvement? Yeah, what are your opinions about community involvement? Yes, you can answer. What do you have told you know about community living? Yeah, yeah. What is the role I'm asking of community? Yeah, curriculum should. Yeah. Hmm. Okay. Yeah. What are those social activities can community do? Do you think so? Yeah. Ask your classmates to rejoin. Yes. Please ask your classmates to rejoin. Yes. Has everyone joined? Yeah. We were discussing about. Yes. I think Roshan was answering. Someone was answering. So my question to you is, what are those different social activities can do you think community can do? for the students if school is linked with that community, or school is linked with any kind of NGO. What are the different activities they can engage, arrange for students, for children? Yes, anyone? Yeah, donation. Okay, they can donation apart from donation. Yes, very good. Yeah, yeah, very good. They can observe social events. Also, they can arrange some community living camps, as you have already heard about it. They can allow student to get that exposure, experiential learning. They can get some learning experience to different community living camps. Okay. So different recreational activities can be found by this community. Like some teaching aids also can be distributed. That has moral means that has teaching aids representing means different charts which highlights the honesty, respect, some of the components of holistic education. So that community can distribute, or community can also arrange some orientation program for the children. So this is the role community involvement have. So social reconstructivist curriculum says that school has to be linked with community, and community should actively engage students in their various recreational activities. So that is the first characteristics of social reconstructivist curriculum. Second, representing the social situation. Not only aim to educate a generation of problem solvers. As someone had told me that participating in the society, solving their problems, keep a contact with society, keep that link with the society. So these, all those, whatever you had told me that time comes under these characteristics, representing the social situation. And not only a teacher should teach them only the problem solving this thing, teachers should not only develop that problem solving attitude but also try to identify and correct different social problems. Student must know the different facts, what are real facts, what are fake facts. They should develop that logical thinking ability. And with diverse targets including racism, pollution, homelessness, poverty and violence, all these concepts has to be clearly explained. Violence can be due to anything, due to inadequate distribution of resources, as I explained you during the introduction, giving those examples of equality, equity. So everyone won't get, the people who actually deserve won't get, people who already have everything will get. So like that, there can be the violence among the rich people, poor people. So race depends on no one should discriminate anyone in terms of caste, religion. Those concepts has to be clearly explained. How many people stays without home? Those issues can be discussed in classroom so that children also learn what are the different situations everywhere. They may develop that curiosity in learning those concepts, understanding those concepts, and that helping nature also can be inculcated through this method. That helping value, being in a togetherness, universal brotherhood we call, helping each other, staying together, face the problem together. So such things can be discussed. So discussion of moral dilemmas are nothing but generation also identify and correct. Okay, I repeated the same point. Okay, so the discussion of moral dilemmas are nothing but the teaching those moral aesthetic values. Then only the student will able to see what is poverty. what is violence. Student may be able to differentiate the facts, what are the good things, what are the bad things. So these are the some discussions of moral dilemmas, means inculcating those moral social values among the students. For this reconstructionist classroom, okay, following the reconstructionism principle, reconstructionist classroom contains a teacher who involves students in a discussion. As I have told, stu- teachers should take a different concepts, different social issues, and should discuss in classroom. Students individually select their objectives and social priorities, and then, with guidance from the teacher, create a plan of action to make the change happen. So some activities can be organized. That activities can, like group discussion method or role play activities we have. So through that, different concept, different social issues uh, can be explained to the students. Recently, we have seen that the abolition of that Article 370. So there is a problem of regionalism. There is a cold war always going between the people of one region to another region. So that kind of mentality should not be there. So those values, to respect each and everyone, to respect each and everyone's opinion, those values has to be constructed in this classroom. So through various role play activities, the concepts can be defined in much more meaningful way, where you involve students in an activity, it will develop that active participation among the students. So this is nothing but the reconstructivist design. This is fifth characteristic. Provide students with learning requisite for altering social, economic, and political realities. Then curriculum should foster social action aimed at reconstructing the society. Encourages industrial and political changes. Should know different facts, what's happening around the world. So those issues can be brought in classroom. So they also knows things about that. Okay, students should not involve in creating more. Students should be involved in creating a more equitable society. Stay together, live together. That principle has to be developed, like universal brotherhood. So these are the some steps given by the reconstructionist design to adopt in social reconstructivist curriculum. Then active participation. I always, as I've told, that involve students in any activity. Make an attempt, try to get answers from them, and try to guide them in that activity. This way, the students also will learn. Active participation in any activity like role play activities, group discussion activities. Give them some tasks. Involve students in different activities. That is active participation. Then curriculum reformation. So what this curriculum reformation means is, like, suppose if you in your any curriculum, the curriculum doesn't speak about holistic education, then it has to be redesigned and reshaped. Some values has to be inculcated in the curriculum. Some values has to be imparted. So those materials, the content of values, the holistic education has to be added in the curriculum. Like multidisciplinary approach can be followed, where you link, suppose your subject is social science, you are a social science teacher, you can link with the value educational concept. So like this, you are planning your lesson plan. Like this, the principal also of the school can redesign the curriculum. So this is what it says. So if the curriculum is not suitable or says only about your subject, then you have to redesign it. You have to add some, you have to modify into a value-based curriculum, which will impart that holistic education among the students. This is all about curriculum reformation. So, so far, any doubts in so far 7 characteristics we have discussed? Any doubts you can ask me now. Open for discussion. Any doubts? Yes, you can answer me. Hello? Yes. Any doubts? Because after this one small activity you will have to do. So any doubts or any concept which is not clear, if you want to ask, you can ask me. Or else we shall move to the activity now. Okay. State whether the given statements are true or false. A teacher is following the multidisciplinary approach in linking two subjects. Listen properly and answer. A teacher is following the multidisciplinary approach in linking two subjects of social science and value education in her respective discipline to impart few of the aesthetic values among her students which she thinks they really need to learn it. So this is the characteristics of social reconstructivist curriculum. Is it true or false? So here the teacher just explains about multidisciplinary approach and tries to inculcate those values among the students, which she thinks that those values are necessary for them because they don't know, they don't have the values. She thinks like that. So is this the characteristics of social reconstructivist curriculum? True or false? Yes, someone answer. You can unmute and answer now. Yes. Yes. Are you able to listen? Yes, Kavya. Kavya is here. You can unmute and answer. Roshan answer. Huh. Yes, in this question, a teacher follows a multidisciplinary approach and she links the two subjects of social science and value education in her respective discipline to impart few of the aesthetic values among her students which she thinks they really need to learn it. So this is the characteristics of social reconstructivist curriculum. So is this true or false? Yes, Prithviraj, why do you think so it's false? Yeah, see the question correctly. So what is the actually definition of reconstructivist curriculum? As example I already given, if the constructionism in that values are not there, if your curriculum, suppose social science is your subject, in that the content is only about social science and there is no value related education in that. So what your teacher decides is she tries to change the curriculum and add some of the value based principles into it so that that curriculum becomes two-way learning, like multidisciplinary approach it is called when you link the subject. Now, social science is related to value education. So, don't you think so? This is an example of social reconstructive curriculum. The statement says yes, yeah. So, if the curriculum is not, teacher has full right to reshape the curriculum. So, it's true, definitely. Okay. Coming the second example, you will get a much better idea. Say whether it's true or false. The process of making changes to curriculum with the intent of making learning and teaching more meaningful and effective. Inculcating some moral values in curriculum is very much needed in 21st century school curriculum. This approach is redesigning and reshaping of curriculum. These characteristics of social reconstructivist curriculum. Is this true or false? Yeah, it is true. Yes, Prithviraj, correct. Good. So why it is true? What made you to say that the statement? Yes, it is a yes answer. You can answer. Yeah, why? Yeah, reshape. And you are inculcating the moral values also in this curriculum. So the statement, yeah, it is true. Yes, coming to the teacher's role in integrating the principles of social reconstructivist curriculum in classroom environment. So before going to teacher's role, these are a few of the steps which every teacher needs to keep in mind. That is planning and preparation. So teacher has to plan the different recreational activities which she is going to integrate in classroom. Then should see about the classroom environment. The culture, creating that environment of respect and rapport has to be done. Establishing a culture of learning, organizing the physical space. The classroom environment has to be maintained by giving specific instructions. And after listing few of the objective, that objective has to be fulfilled through this instructional and assessment strategies. Teacher must see the different individual differences. The strategy which you integrate in the classroom should benefit everyone. It should inculcate values in everyone. And the last is professional responsibility, reflecting on teaching and maintaining accurate record. So which students have already developed those certain values, which student has already reached to that holistic approach, which do not have still requires those some kind of moral values still to be taught to them. So these are the some record can be maintained. This is the ground planning work has to be done by the teacher. So, so role of the teacher is very, very important. So let's discuss what actually the role of a teacher is. So, aspects of society that need consideration in curriculum, social change, transmission of culture, social problems or issues, or the home or family, diversity, environment, religious concept has to be imparted among the students. The basic culture has to be imparted among the students. The community living camp, if the students are taken to community living camp, then they are getting to know the different culture. Maybe in some rural area, the kind of food, their kind of lifestyle, and different different food items available in all the states or different states of India. So that things can be given, the examples can be given to so that students also can learn the different culture from different states. So coming to the basic role, so every teaching method should enable child to acquire necessary skills and knowledge, develop capacity of social adjustment. Student must be able to adjust anytime. Students should develop their problem solving and constructivist thinking ability. Socialize technique about through project and group methods. Also should develop democratic value. This has to be the objective of every teacher to inculcate those values among the students. So coming to the role of a teacher, what could be the role of a teacher? As a teacher, what you will do to impart this social, to inculcate this reconstructivist curriculum? Yes, you can answer. Okay, very good. Something else? Okay, yeah, support, guidance, also reinforce. Okay, knowledge and answer. So like good communication. So these are some of the role of a teacher, and if the child is developing some value, that that is the duty of a teacher to reinforce him, to motivate him. That reinforcement has to be given at a proper time. So teacher's role, we see promotion of interdisciplinary approach, as I have told, linking the subject, social science to value education can be taken. Enable child to acquire necessary skills and knowledge, as you have told. The latest concept of social issues can be discussed in classroom environment. And also the knowledge also, it's a teacher's role to make student to be independent. That independent value, independent way of living skills has to be taught by the teacher, so that they should independent in the sense after growing to certain age, like 21, 22 years of age, they should make things available for them. They should be fully independent. They should work. So some of those kind of vocational skills also can be inculcated in the classroom by explaining, considering different issues. Teachers should briefly explain the concepts of regionalism and all. So there shouldn't be the gender discrimination. Everyone has to stay together, maintain that universal brotherhood has to be taught by the teacher. So developing also the capacity of social adjustment, how to stay in a society, how to live in a society. Also the democratic value development, social influence techniques has to be correctly taught, inculcated in the classroom. So value education has to be focused everywhere. Everywhere, in every concept, in every subject, the value educational concept has to be related, so that moral values, aesthetic values, that holistic approach is created in that classroom. And aware of concept of freedom, dignity of individual and rights and duties, so as to transmit to younger generations. So the first learning, if a child is taught properly in the younger age only, later he will become a very good productive member of the society. He will pass that same attitude, same values towards the next generation. So that has to be taught. A highly educated person after doing MA, MSc also, if he is unable, uh, if he still spits on the road or throws plastic wrappers on the roadside, then that means he has not developed that moral values in them. So education should teach this holistic approach among the students and remain about all those caste system and regionalism, as I have already explained. No one should discriminate anyone in terms of caste. Identification of cultural heritage. Every state culture has to be noted down and has to be, student must be aware of every culture, urban area culture, rural area culture. People should not say that urban people should not have discriminate the rural area people. So that concept has to be clearly explained, that logical thinking ability must be developed. What is right, what is wrong, and can impart social values through role plays and discussion methods, through like think, pair and share. Can be at think, pair and share. The topic can be given, any social issue can be given and can be discussed. Like that, new knowledge can be created through this kind of instructional strategies, teaching methodologies. So new knowledge can be inculcated among the students. So this were the role about the teachers. So teacher's role. So far we have discussed meaning, characteristics, and the role of a teacher in developing the social reconstructivist curriculum, that should that inculcating those principles of social reconstructivist curriculum in classroom. So there is a home assignment for you. First is analyze the different social situation and prepare a brief report on how to inculcate principles of social reconstructionism in school classroom environment. You have to just prepare a brief report. I have told you already. I have discussed some of the teacher's role in developing that developing those principles of social reconstructivist curriculum. So what you have to do is try to search in internet the different articles and all, and you can refer this also what I have taught now. Prepare a brief report and you can mail it to me, or you can also write a report on your notebook, take a picture and mail it to me. or any word format also is possible. Anything. It's up to you. So understood this? Any doubts so far? You can mail me in this mail ID, rats15best@gmail.com. Any doubts in meaning, characteristics, and the role of the teacher concept in inculcating the principles of social reconstructivist curriculum? Any doubts you can? Any doubts if you have, you can ask. Or if you want to share something, you can share it. Yes, you can unmute now, all of you, and you can answer. Yes, any doubts so far? Okay, understood the home assignment given to you? Have you understood the home assignment given to you? Okay. And those who have not submitted the earlier assignment, which was on curriculum characteristics, that pictorial diagram, few of them have done very good work, and few, those who have not submitted, can still submit to me. Both these assignments you can submit together. Yeah, if there are no doubts, then we shall wind up the class. Hope you understood everything in today's class. Okay. 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 Thank you so much, everyone.